Ever since the day that you went away, you've been sending flowers, flowers to me, flowers today.
Blondie says I look like ketchup and mustard today. Today is International Women's Day, and I'm about to surprise these two with some flowers.
Instead of sending flowers, come back to me and hold me in your arms again.
Happy Women's Day.
Oh, yay. Women's Day is that?
Happy Women's Day.
Thank you, husband. They're red, like what we're supposed to wear today.
I did tell people already that you said I look like ketchup and mustard today.
On the camera, you said that?
Yes. You like
Thank
your
you,
flowers?
David. They're so pretty.
What is Women's Day?
It's an old communist holiday. That's what they say back in Europe.
That it's an old communist holiday?
Yeah, silly people say that, so I wouldn't worry about those. It's the day to celebrate you. What?
That door almost hit that car.
No, it's far away.
You're celebrating us? Sheridan wants to celebrate with Rita's water ice.
Flowers, flowers to me, flowers today. Instead of sending flowers, come back to me and hold me in your arms.
We are going to be so fat.
I know, I ate the whole thing.
Mine was good too. But
Are we
I'm not
gonna
even
not-
showing it.
I don't want to have dinner.
I ate my whole thing.
You did not.
Yeah, I did. Look.
Really?
Sending flowers to me, send me no flowers today. Instead of sending flowers, come back to me and hold me in your arms again. You've been sending flowers to me, send me.
Alright, here
I'm
we
chewing.
go.
Hold on.
Today is gonna be one of those talking vlogs. A few days ago, I asked Sheridan a question about aliens, and I did ask it in the wake of the recent NASA discovery of those 7 really exciting planets, because the chances are high that there's actually water on any of them almost, and 3 are in the very habitable zone. So for the first time in forever, we might have discovered something here that has a real potential and a chance of connecting us with an extraterrestrial life, which is huge. It's incredible. Also, we have recently seen the movie Arrival. If you guys haven't seen Arrival, it's a really great movie. If you like science fiction, of course. It's a weird war realistic when you talk about science fiction, but out of all the possible scenarios of encountering extraterrestrial life, that movie kinda keeps it almost real, and it's very like in the realms of possibility, I guess. No?
I told you, I thought that movie was strange.
Wife has a different opinion. Go.
I thought the movie was strange because if the aliens could do all this time traveling, then why would they have to come and teach the humans English later on? I mean, not English, but their language. It just didn't make sense to me.
It didn't make sense to you that they were teaching us their language?
That they wouldn't have come with some way to communicate already if they could time travel. Like they
Yeah,
couldn't have
well,
learned our
they-
language already.
Technically, they couldn't time travel. They said they could perceive time differently, which is almost like time travel, because
So how does it differ?
well, at the end of the movie, when she possessed that ability from them, she could kind of look forward and use the knowledge from the future to resolve a current situation. Okay, so we have slightly different opinions on that movie, but you still enjoyed watching it, right? But in general, I mean, I'm kind of like really excited. It's stupid, but I'm really excited about this NASA discovery, even though the planets are 45 light years away and chances of actually something happening are really slim, but still, it's like the first time that something real may be really out there. So, like, what do you think? Is it possible? Is it like bigger than chances of winning lottery that within our lifetime
Oh, wait.
some contact is made.
Within our lifetime? I mean, period, one day it will be made. Or has been already and we just didn't realize it. But within our lifetime? Whose lifetime? My lifetime or your lifetime?
Our lifetime. You're gonna live a long time.
I feel like within my lifetime, absolutely not. It's not possible. Within your lifetime, it's possible.
One more thing I want to mention is among lots of different theories out there related to this subject. I like Eric von Daniken. I don't know if you ever heard about him.
You told me about this before.
He's a writer and a science fiction theorist. He wrote a lot of books, and there were comic books based on his theories. He was referring to the patterns in the desert. The
waves.
crop patterns and the patterns in the desert that can be seen from way above and only make sense when you look at them from really high above. So at the time when they were made on Earth, people did not have means to fly in the air. There was no airplanes, there was no other, any devices or machines that could enable flying in the air. So, like, who were they made for? Who was looking at them from way above? Like, if you were walking on Earth.
You mean designs like handmade designs?
Yeah. So basically,
I thought you meant like the waves from the wind and stuff like that.
No, when you stand on Earth and you look at them, like,
you could see that
it's
they were
basically
drawing a big
something, but you
Yeah.
can't make out anything unless you're high up in the air.
Well, those people did back then believe the gods were in the sky.
So they were just making them for the gods.
Maybe.
So now, exactly, who were the gods?
The stars.
No, this is his theory that the gods, which was basically another civilization, came here before, and they seemed so powerful to those ancient people with all their technology and spaceships and laser guns or whatever, plasma guns, that they seemed like gods, and that's and the signs in the desert were simply landing field. There were marks for where to land the ships.
One of my thoughts about life was possibly that we are aliens, but a hybrid of what aliens have created, and they planted us here on Earth, and we're like a big experiment that they're just watching us and seeing how we evolved. Like, we're basically a science experiment. Imagine if we went to another planet and we're like, we want to see how life has turned into what we are. Let's seed it and see what happens. And my theory was they could have seeded us here.
I think we should have a special committee look into it because it's not impossible. It may have or may have not happened.
All right.
All right.
Sean Spicer.
Yeah, no, quiet.
It's like Mr. Spicer here on the couch.
Not
beside
making
me.
fun of everybody,
It
but
may or may not. It may have happened
or
not
may have not.
And that's our position on it.
And that's our position on it.
Our position is
And with that, we thank you for watching today's vlog. We would love to hear your opinions about it, and if any of you are science fiction theorists or you like science fiction in general, just let us know what you think about all this stuff, because it's very curious to me, and we're bound to do another vlog on the subject and have another conversation about aliens and how huge the universe is around us and how impossible it is for another life to not be there, which means it's very possible that another habitable planet is out there with life on it already. Thank you guys for watching today's episode. Hope you had some fun listening to our divagations. We would really love to hear feedback from you and what your thoughts are on these subjects. Are we going to meet aliens? Are aliens out there? And is it possible within our lifetimes, let's say the next 50 years, to alien? Good night.
No flowers today. Instead of sending flowers, come back to me and hold me.
Sheridan's choice for Women's Day celebration is Rita's ice cream. Have nothing else to do but to comply.